Hi, I've got some top tips for you and to control your camera with the Inspire Pro. Now, if you've ever had a controller with a HUD, you find it's cumbersome to let go of the control sticks and then try and touch screen. There's some basic combination of controls of this style and this style. This button, C1 and C2 button, you can virtually control all the controls for this camera. Now, if you ever wanted to adjust the ISO, the aperture or the shutter, it's a combination of holding down this button, pushing down till you hear that beep and moving the dial. In this case, I'm moving the shutter, pressing down this button again, and I'm moving the ISO, pressing down this button again, I'm moving the aperture. So it's fairly easy to adjust your camera. Now, this is on full manual, so if you're learning, it'll probably not apply to you, but then again, this autofocus touchscreen is a bit cumbersome when you're trying to let go of the control sticks and then tapping on to focus whatever you're doing. Now, the second set of controls using the C1 and C2 buttons, well, initially when you press the C1 you can toggle that to have, I don't know, full map or camera controls, camera view. In my case, when I toggle C1, you can see when I use this C1 and this dial on the left that the camera will move up and down behind me. Press it again and it's turning left and right. So that's quite useful. You can customize it to do all sorts of other controls, but I like it that way. C2, once I press that down, it'll just center the camera, which is quite useful for me as a pilot and a cameraman. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but would it help me with the camera controls, other camera controls? Well, yes. If you hold down C1 for all of the lenses for the X5, you hold down, still holding down, and you move this dial on the left here. You'll see, if you can see the infinity dial, it's adjusting. You see that? So I can adjust focus, which is quite lovely. I can make it smooth, or I can make it a bit blurry. The C2 button is for anybody who's got a zoom lens, 14mm to 42mm. Hold that down and adjusting this dial on this left, my left. You can see, I don't know if you can see that. Yep. Zoom is adjusting. So with this I can zoom in and out. With this I can focus in sharply or make it blurry, and the combination of these dials I can adjust the aperture, the ISO or the shutter. Hopefully once you master up these dials you can do all of them with relative ease. Anyway, this is a top tip from my Gadget Life.